Whether your child's baseball season has wrapped up or not, there's still a chance to get some practice in.
And this Saturday, the Minnesota Twins will host another free baseball and softball clinic in Robbinsdale. Reporter Shannon Slatton explains what you need to know in today's Money Savers.
To where I'm throwing. See where my hand is? I'm right there. You'll pretend you got a ball in your hand.
The fundamentals of baseball. Often it's the basics like a good throw, a good catch.
I prefer you to catch with two hands.
Or a base hit that wins a game. Learning those basics begins early.
They tell you have to stand in the right position.
Here, kids are learning baseball basics as part of a Play Ball Minnesota Youth Clinic, put on by the Minnesota Twins and paid for by Great River Energy and the Twins Community Fund.
You brought your children here today to make them better, so that they could find maybe even more interest in baseball and softball.
The clinics have two purposes. They introduce children to baseball and they reinforce the fundamentals for current players.
In many cases, it's probably what they've heard from the youth coaches and from mom and dad. And so when we put on a Twins uniform, we have a little bit more authority. And so I think they need to hear the same messages from different messengers.
Enrolling your child in a day sports clinic could cost upwards of $100, but these clinics are free.
They're telling us about catching and what our poses are supposed to be.
You might be surprised to hear one of the key lessons here involves parents.
Ken Herbeck always used to ask his mother when he was struggling, what am I doing wrong? And he said she always had advice for me and it always helped. He says, I'm not sure if it's just because she was my mom and she made me feel better, or if it's because she saw me hit more than anyone else ever did.
Parents can expect to be involved in the clinic as they are their children's lifelong partner on the field and off.
You're the constant. You're the one that's there. You're the one that they're going to come home to and say, I struck out 3 times, and you're going to tell them that's okay.
In Robbinsdale, Shannon Slatton, CCX News.
The next Play Ball clinic is Saturday at Lee Park in Robbinsdale. We have more information on our website at ccxmedia.org.